are at the Shrine Auditorium, back to where so much of our story begins when we were trafficked underage into Scientology. So we were trafficked underage because in 1993, the IRS gave Scientology a bogus delusional denomination claiming that Scientology was a so-called religion. So for all of you that watch all of our lives and know that in what world is a religion being called when the so-called religion is founded by a convicted felon, when the so-called religion is founded by a band of those associates of the convicted felon, because remember, it wasn't just L. Hubbard, the convicted felon. It was Mary Sue Hubbard, the convicted felon. It was all the band, the wide-ranging band of criminal racketeers that worked at the so-called Guardian's office. So all of that to say that the IRS gave Scientology the tax exemption. Scientology held an event right here where they're holding it right now, here at the Shrine Auditorium. And just like that, they were like, oh, it's a free-for-all. Grab as many kids as you can, stick inside of a Scientology hotel. And they put out a whole recruitment campaign incentivizing kids to join because they promise you, oh, we're going to get you to OT3. Oh, we're going to get you your OT levels for free. We're going to train you up to class 6 for free. So it's exactly in this disgusting building where that sham was propped up by the IRS via David Miscavige, via crooked attorney Monique Yingling, lying her ass off attorney Monique Yingling. Oh look, and here we have the LAPD at the beck and call of the cult of Scientology, the child trafficking cult of Scientology. It's a child trafficking cult. So enjoy your coffee, LAPD. Drink your coffee while you protect and sit on the sidelines of a child trafficking cult. Because right there, Bridge Publications. So Bridge Publications, this is where the Jane Doe's recruiter. So for all of you that want to know about Scientology, go check out the Jane Doe child bride trafficking lawsuit that is in the courtroom. Okay, so right there, Bridge Publications, that truck right there, that's where this recruiter is, was bringing all these underage girls to be recruited, the so-called bridge babes. So that's what they were calling a bridge babe, just so you guys know. Hello, Kiarasona. Hello, Nanya. Yeah, you guys, so we're revisiting the scene of the crime. The scene of the Shrine Auditorium criminal act of the IRS claiming Scientology is a religion. Like, imagine how stupid the people at the IRS are. Imagine how corrupt they are to really go, oh, you know what really needs to be a nonprofit for the best betterment of the community of the entire United States? Oh yeah, it should really be underage kids serving billion-year contracts, because that makes a lot of sense, right? Hello, Bunny Melon. There they are. They're masked security because, they're not hiding anything if they're masked.
Yeah.
Nothing to hide.
And look at how much they're blocking off from the students right now.
Oh, yeah. Now they're super duper
I mean, look at
blocked.
this, you guys. This is ridiculous to see this much blockage.
Look at
right
that.
now.
For what? For whose benefit?
Yeah, this is really shocking to see it like this, actually. I thought it was just going to be around the auditorium itself, but they've got streets blocked off here, you guys. So on the scene that they actually did pull permits. In fact, if anyone's out there that knows how to look up permits and want to jump over and see if you can see if they did pull permits, I would love to see what you guys find. I know there is a site, I know Audit knows it, that you can go to, and it will just list all the permits that are pulled today. And you can just look up the Shrine Auditorium's address, and that'll give the location. So if anybody's out there and wants to do a little teamwork back in the background.
Hello, dear Flawless. Yeah, they blocked everything. They blocked everything because their scam falls apart the minute their zombie users start hearing the truth. Their scam falls apart the second the zombie users hear what they're doing. Just an FYI, this is why they need all of this distance, right? Because the scam falls apart the minute the zombies start hearing the truth. When you confront them with the facts, they literally start discombobulating because the technology of L. Ron Hubbard, the convicted felon, was so dysfunctional that it literally cannot stand a shred of scrutiny. The minute you start scrutinizing the so-called technology, the whole sham falls apart faster than anyone's heads can spin.
Where my school was, there was a whole house. They had like a whole house. And we would like, yeah, and it's like in like a small town in England.
Yeah, no, it's horrible. They have them in all these different locations. They recruit these people.
They recruited us as kids. I grew up in this as a child.
That's crazy.
And that's what we're raising awareness about, because it's what they do to the kids that's unconscionable. Those are the ones that need to be protected. If you're an adult and you want to do weird shit and you're all between adults, then you know what? No one cares.
Yes.
That's why, like, with his daughter, he like separated, like she's like left him.
Yeah, I mean, you could.
Insane.
It's sad. It's really sad. Like he was in it. I was never in, but I went to their testing one time when I was.
It's a pretty great son. What is going on with that?
So you with like the.
Do they do anything else with like the Shriners, or is it just coincidence that it's a Shriners event?
It's something they worked very hard to save point. The Shrine didn't want them originally, and then Scientology, at the beginning, they would always cry discrimination, right? So at one point, then they were able to save point the Shrine enough to be like, okay, fine, we'll let you do it, and then they just keep coming every year. And it's really just like, again, like all of these events are just PR mockery to keep the zombies in the Kool-Aid,
Yeah. Everyone
on
wants
the
an
Kool-Aid
event.
of it all.
Yeah, it's just like bread and circuses.
Well, and I was talking to my chat and telling them, like, this is the beginning of the scene of the crime of how Lara and I got trafficked based on the event that happened here in 1993. I was locked up, binded on a billion-year contract as a 15-year-old in this country right after that event. Because right after that event, they went buck wild recruiting underage kids, as many as they could find. They were making promises to get all the kids to OT3, to get you to OT3 and Class 6. For anybody that signed up between then and February, they gave everyone like a 2-month window. So that's kind of like the buy now that they used to get my parents to be like, oh, this is a great idea, because now your child that had just gone clear as a child, they're like, oh, now he can do his OT3 for free. So you won't even have to pay for his OT3, and now he can do up to class 6, so you don't have to pay for any of that. Wouldn't it be great that he goes and saves a world here with us? Because look, the IRS says we're very, very legit. You have no idea how legit you are. And then within a month, I was being trafficked out of Florida back to Juarez to cross the border again to get a visa, and then back across state lines back to Florida to get locked up indefinitely for all my formative years.
So wild.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's all it took. One event of misinformation, one event of a bunch of bullshit. Because, again, the scam of L. Ron Hubbard falls apart. The scam of a convicted felon and his posse of convicted felons, Mary Sue Hubbard, another convicted felon. And then they had 13 or 15 other ones that got indicted and convicted for the Guardian's office, the thing that Mike Rinder took over and purported, oh yeah, we really cleaned up because we really got rid of the convicted felons. That was such a joke, because getting rid of convicted felons from OSA and then rebranding themselves Guardian's office to OSA, it's even so stupid, because it's they went from Guardian's office, which you could have said, okay, well, what the hell's a Guardian off, to Office of Special Affairs, where they were handling all the illegal things. How
So George
stupid.
Orwellian.
How stupid.
George Orwellian.
How entitled can you be? How entitled to commit criminal acts and hide illicit activity and create paradises where there is no laws? They're creating vacuums of illegal hotels and commercial buildings where the law doesn't apply, because, whatever L. Ron Hubbard says, they all like zombies follow. And they can never be, that's why they have all of this distance right now. The minute they know that there's protesters that are gonna be confronting them on oh yeah,
This is crazy how much distance they have. All this is crazy.
Well, it goes to their superiority complex, number one, right? Because it's all oh yeah, keep the chusma out there, chusma. That's how they defend all of this, right? But they cannot defend it on the actual facts. They cannot have a dialogue about it, because they're gonna be always right, part of the superiority complex. They're always right, no matter what. We know everything right and you
All
don't.
hail the Galactic Federation, guys. The Galactic Federation thanks you.
LAPD supports child traffickers.
Where's the
Shrine on Shrine.
what? They have a New Year
I'm
party?
trying to get there, going around, so it's closed off.
It's all closed off.
Well, shit.
Here comes a bus.
Inconveniencing the students to prop up their little cult recruitment tactic scheme so that all their zombies can be stayed nice and conditioned. It's oh, everything is great, everything is wonderful. In this big ass buses filled with child
Call your
traffickers.
family!
No more kids in Scientology. Stop trafficking children.
Save the children! Children are not adopted.
Children cannot consent to Scientology.
Let's go say hi to Laura.
All right, we're gonna keep moving.
They're straight down the sidewalk on the other end.
So the same side that we just came down?
Yeah, this side, it kicks you a little over for a second, but yeah, they're on the other entrance.
But do we go on that side?
No, this side.
This side, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have claimed that side of the sidewalk for the permit gods.
Oh, okay.
So if you have a camera, you're not allowed. Anybody else is.
Got it.
Yeah, it's just great. It's good to see you.
Yeah. You guys look good.
We're going to see you.
You look like you got bulletproof vest on.
I should.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I should. I got my camera on.
Yeah, you look like one of the security guards, right?
Okay, we'll see you soon, okay?
All right.
We'll see you. We'll have you over soon, okay?
All right, yeah.
All right, bye. Thanks.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, guys, So yeah, you hear the students' reaction to what's going
There's a
on.
lot of people loading buses.
You know, they're just not. You know, and did they send out a notice that they're going to be blocking off the streets? I mean, there's all these little idiosyncrasies when you're doing an event that you notify the people so that, you know, at least you're working with the people rather than just stomping on them.
I hope they don't make me. Oh, wait. Like won't they though? I don't know how it works. Like the percentage. Yeah.
So you guys tell me while we're walking here,
I mean,
what's
I
your
don't know how
exciting
much
plans for your holidays? Any exciting plans for you guys?
Yeah, they're gonna be like this way. So, don't be much. You like, did you get your? I don't know how it works.
Let's just look at this, you guys.
Guys, isn't this weird?
Going to
Renell, you walk
an
so much.
NHL game. That's exciting. Is it in a covered auditorium or stadium, or is it one of those that are outdoors and the snow's falling? Well, home with the family's always, yeah, it's always an interesting thing, especially if they're
Fire skies.
your not your adopted family, but your natal family.
Yeah, fire skies, you guys. Here's our cult bus. Their motherships waiting to be loaded. There's the Shrine Auditorium. There it is, you guys. Out of that building is where the message to make children fair game to be child trafficked, to rebrand themselves as a so-called religion wanting to save a world where the world is being saved by enslaving kids en masse. How does that work? Then they are playing the music as loud as they can, again, also that they can't hear anything, like so that they cannot be told the facts, they cannot be told the truth, they cannot be confronted. Everything falls apart the minute they get confronted on what it actually is, because their entire identity is wrapped up around this hotel commercial building partnership where they are very, very, very all going hoo-ha about whatever the convicted felon wrote down on their pieces of paper and their books that they're buying to become sycophants of a convicted felon.
Definitely need to check out the site. It's in my bio down below, and it's super. Just the comments, the phone calls we get all day long. It's just so incredible. I have to say it. Like one of the things I love to do in life is find something.
And all of this
With each other, and they want nothing but the best for each other.
is the type of segregation that they need.
Has just been just really beautiful.
Really shows you the type of superiority complex they've formed for feeling they're part of something very exclusive. But
People like reaching out to the
at what price is that real exclusivity? What type of perks are being offered inside of that disgusting hotel and commercial building?
our dosage is suggested.
Going by the moniker Scientology, a made-up word. Scientology is a made-up euphemism to launder, to pretend it has something to do with science. Oh yeah, Scientology, we're really gonna teach you the steps. The steps to become completely delusional, That's about the only steps that are being taught in those hotels and commercial buildings. How to become immediately delusional by feeling like you really belong to the group that a convicted felon said could turn kids into adults willy-nilly.
Hi, honey. Say Delmar, Michael. Hi, cuties. Thank you. Hi. I knew the spirit of green would pull. I was like, maybe if I look semi-cute and bring out the child brides. No more child brides.
He's like, let's go. Hey, baby, how are you? We're out here.
We outside.
No more child brides.
No more child brides. No more forced abortions. No more elderly abuse. The elderly abuse in the Sea Org is not okay. It's illegal.
It's okay
the
to be
child
gay.
abuse is not
We're not
okay.
degraded human beings.
Signing
Mental health is
billion-year
important.
contracts. Children signing billion-year contracts is not legal. Children cannot consent. You are not a small body. You are a child. It's okay to laugh and think David Miscavige is
You
so
deserve more than
amazing.
$47 a week. You don't need 3 grams of niacin a day.
David Miscavige is a fraud. You guys keep buying more and more packages at every event, and you've never questioned if David Miscavige is the fucking SB, the squirrel. Think for yourself and do your research outside of Scientology. Wolfie.
You are not free.
That includes you, security, covering up crimes on a daily basis.
L. Ron Hubbard is a convicted felon. Stop playing dumb. A convicted felon is not a religious figure. A convicted felon is normalizing y'all committing felonies, laundering them, floating them away. How the fuck does a felony float away? How stupid can you be? Felonies don't float. Breaking news. Fucking felonies don't float. Stop being infantile idiots. It's not funny. You don't have the right to float a felony away. How stupid can you guys be doing that day in and day out? Monetizing.
Adam Richards, you cover up child rape, child pedophilia by allowing people to call it out 2D as a security guard. You are responsible for reporting that to outside authorities, the legal system. Scientology is a scam. Stop putting your money into David Miscavige. I saw somebody walk by that was wearing it.
Knowledge reports. It's called you know because you got knowledge reports, right? The knowledge reports means you have the knowledge of the criminal acts that you're hiding. So stop playing dumb. Stop playing stupid. How stupid can you be? You write it down in a knowledge report? How the fuck are you gonna claim you didn't know then? All the out-to-Ds that are happening to children inside of your disgusting hotels and commercial disgusting buildings. You normalize doing disgusting, abominable, lawless, indefensible, criminal acts. That's what the fuck it's called. It's called a criminal act that you all normalize because a convicted felon told you it would be a great idea to call it an infantile, stupid-ass word like out 2D. Oh, really learn this word. Oh, really use it in sentences. Y'all are pathetic, getting groomed by a convicted felon to break the law and look like you're complete idiots that don't know anything from reality. Stop living in a delusion. Get your actual fucking ethics in. Not your bullshit hotel ethics. Your legal ethics.
Adam, when are you gonna stop being glib and think for yourself?
And actually get your ethics in where it matters. Not in some bullshit delusional book that L. Ron Hubbard, a convicted felon, wrote. Go to a courtroom. Put yourselves under oaths now. You can stay in your bullshit club if you want. You're a full-grown adult. Just get the kids out. They are not adults in small bodies. Stop playing dumb. Children are not adults in small bodies.
It's because my glove is here.
I know, yeah.
Oh?
I'm jeans on. I'm Xbox.
They're saying they're loading the buses or something on the other side.
Yeah, the other people are coming out by now. Of
Yeah,
course they don't
these-
want us anywhere near them.
Yeah, no, this is.
I'm good, thank you.
Scientology is a scam. If you're a Trump supporter, you should know that. Stop acting like Scientology and Grant Cardone are actually invited into the Trump party. Trump could give 5 fucks about Scientology.
Way to be in two cold toes.
A Scientologist walking outwards and make America great again. Red hat.
Where's the other buses?
They're like on the. You walk all the way where they close all the time.
They're on the other side, like on that street.
Oh, so you have to go down and then over.
Yeah, you have to go that way.
Wow, so all the way around. Look at this guy. It's okay to leave the Sea Org.
It's okay to stop child trafficking kids.
Basically, like
Watch out. Your TRs are not in. You almost hit a Sea Org member.
waiting and see if they're gonna come.
Your
Adam,
PTS.
another broken
Turn
arm.
yourself to ethics. Your PTS.
Scientology is a manipulative, money-making, blackmailing cult. Hiding behind a religious status, covering up pedophilia,
Child
Rape.
abusers.
child abuse. No more kids.
Full self-admitted felons, full-grown ass adults, men and women paying to float away their self-admitted bullshit felonies and calling that a religious experience. Isn't it great, America? For the reasonable price of, $10,000, the IRS will hook you up. Instead of going to an actual court of these United States, just go to a Scientology hotel and start telling them your felonies. They're going to float them away. You're going to come out winning. Always winning at the other side. As long as you pay the blackmail money. As long as you give them your children. As long as you are in on it. As long as you become part of a racketeering enterprise. Then they're really going to have your back.
They're gonna
Here's
put this fucking. This is why they made this whole space, guys.
Yep.
This is why they did this, so that they can unload and load the buses, and they're using U-Haul trucks all the way down.
They don't want
Meshing.
they don't want their Sea Org members to hear what we're saying.
A city bus. This is. You guys are gonna do this for every event in Clearwater, everywhere. It's okay to leave Scientology, you guys. If you can't keep your TRs in and you have to hide,
Hiding is low on the tone scale.
Where's your confront?
Raise your tone level and stop hiding.
The children in Scientology need their own lives away from Scientology abuse. Mental control of children in Scientology is abuse. Training children, auditing TRs is abuse.
Child abuse is a crime. Child abuse is a crime. And here's the parents that bring their kids. That's how young we were.
Cannot
That is exactly how young
to
we
L.
were.
Ron Hubbard's
When
rhetoric.
our mother was bringing us
Auditing
into
is
this
child
disgusting,
abuse.
abominable
Auditing
hotel.
is mental control.
That is how young we were. We were being carried in a carriage, in a baby carriage. That's how our mother was bringing us to the hotel. Oh yeah, come here. Let me put you in this carriage. Let me leave you with all these babysitters that are underage that we don't give a fuck about. Let's just trap you upstairs in the floor with 200 other kids. Leave you there for the whole entire day, for the whole entire night, for a whole entire year, for your entire infancy. Just stay there, neglected, with a 16-year-old really taking care of 200 kids, being brought in by carriage. Just like you see this lady here bringing her children to Scientology, pretending that, oh, she's getting really great powers. Oh, your OT powers are so wonderful, aren't they? Meanwhile, your children are being brought to these hotels and commercial buildings. You should be looking after your own kids, not putting them in harm's way. Wake the fuck up. Child trafficking is a crime. Out 2D is bullshit. It's called they rape kids, and then they tell the kids they went out 2D. How gross can you guys be? Oh, but they don't want to hear it. See, you guys, they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. Oh, I don't want to hear anything. Let me just bring my children to the Scientology bullshit in a baby carriage. Because why not bring babies to a cult? Why not? I mean, it's a free-for-all here in America, you guys. Free for fucking all. Bring your babies to a cult, get them abused, have the LAPD, look after you. Great civilized America. Just so that everyone can see how uncivilized they are, how disgusting they are, how entitled they are, how full of shit they actually are, how many kids are being put at risk and everyone plays dumb like, oh, well, everyone can do whatever the fuck they want. That's what our mothers did, whatever the fuck they wanted. They brought us in those baby carriages into the organizations so we could be abused. Just like you saw Exhibit A of the problem being alive and well today with that woman bringing her babies.
And same with this son, he was like, what, 10, 11?
Dude, what I'm seeing is
And the dad, son.
Yeah, John.
I was like, oh, boredom. Yeah, covert, 1-1, suppressives. Go in boredom. See, kid, you're being meant. I literally went off. I was like, and the dad and the mom was like, cover your ears. I was like,
yeah, just so you guys see,
masturbating.
it's the father and the mother that fuck over the kid.
Yeah.
So just so you know, it's not like, oh, the moms didn't do it. The moms did it too. The moms and the dads are a bunch of deadbeat parents putting their kids at risk. Stop giving them excuses. Stop letting them be like, oh, well, you can be in America and just bring your kids to a cult and abuse them willy-nilly. How the fuck does that make sense? How the fuck does that make sense? You just abuse kids because you call them adults? And they all agree that kids are adults. So just so you know, the fair gaming is on the kids. All this bullshit that these adults under a fair game is they who make the kids fair game. So for anyone that's confused, become unconfused because it's not confusing. It's been made confusing by the corporate media that sanitizes these people's literal image on a weekly basis. Every time they write a fucking article about Scientology, the church, the convicted felon is never in the media's articles. Isn't that great, you guys, that they never actually talk about the source of the so-called thing that they're calling a church. How stupid can the corporate sanitizing media really be? Oh, the church, we were told is a church. Stop being told. Actually investigate for your damn selves. Stop being told. How stupid can you be? You can't even do your job because you're just waiting there to be told. Oh, what is it? Oh, let me write it down on my notebook. Oh, I was told this is a church. Oh, the IRS said it's a church too. Oh, okay, well, if the IRS said so, I guess the IRS really knows what in the hell they're talking about. Because the child trafficking happens from America sanctioning it, from America giving these grown adult men and women tax breaks on the child abuse that they're all about laundering inside their little audits. Oh, let's get an audit. Let's float it away. Oh, yeah, just tell me. Have you committed any criminal act for which you have not been arrested? That you're looking at right there. What is that? What did you look at right now? No. Take another look. It's okay. Take a look. Oh, no, we already checked that this is not a read that read falsely on the meter. So we're going to ask the question again, and you're going to take another look. Have you committed a felony for which you have not been arrested? That right there. What is that? What is that you're looking at right there? What's that felony that just came to mind? What exactly did you think of when I asked you the question, have you committed a felony for which you have not been arrested? What was the thought that came to mind? Right there. So now tell me full specifics of that felony. What did you do?
Time, place, form, and event.
No, what did you do with your hands?
When are you going to start writing up your overts again? Time, place, form, and event. What about those crimes? The feds are waiting for your reports. Stop supporting Scientology. It is a cult.
Es una secta.
Es una secta. Elderly abuse and neglect is illegal. You come to events every New Year's and there's always a new basic, a new course, a new item you have to buy. Spend your money. You laugh, but it's true. You laugh. Is that Kathy Feshback? Is that Kathy Feshback?
Kathy Feshback, your certificates are canceled. I trained you.
Yeah, I think we got a little.
You are getting trained by a child right there. If that's Kathy Feshback, she was all about getting trained by children.
Elderly abuse and neglect is illegal. Stop abandoning the elderly and using children as elderly adults. Signing billion-year contracts is inhumane. Nowhere on earth in a legal world does that exist, let alone children. Scientology's a cult.
Look at this idiot. He's definitely a Scientologist. He thinks he can just walk out in the street.
Scientology's a cult.
Scientology traffics children. Stop child trafficking.
Dude, Adam, see?
Stop
There's
child
your
trafficking.
You just told him, get the fuck in the truck.
Oh, yeah.
Get in the truck. There's SPs there.
Physical abuse.
Get in the truck.
Physical abuse, they call that 8C. They have another little name for that. Oh, no, I'm just
Body
8C'ing you.
8C.
Oh, I'm just 8C'ing you.
A to B. A to B.
Child traffickers. Child traffickers. Only a child trafficker will tell that child that they're an adult.
Adam, you're not doing your job well. A lot of people are going in there that are not Scientologists.
Come. Hey. No.
I came specifically, I wanted to ask Angry Gay Pope about my career as a porn star, but unfortunately it looks like he left.
I
know,
don't
know
even think he
likes-
showed up.
He didn't? DOA said he showed up
Oh,
for
he
a short
did?
amount of time. That's why I came down here. I wanted to ask him when I became one. He said my mom's my manager for my porn career.
Isn't that great?
I was just really
that they can
confused.
just literally pull shit out of their
I was
literal.
confused. No beef or anything. I just wanted to ask him about it.
Using
Well,
the Shrine
fortunately.
Auditorium for the city's PR.
Stop wearing a gown to pretend that you're not child trafficking kids. See, you guys, all they do is wear a gown and they're like, oh, well, a woman in a gown couldn't possibly be child trafficking kids.
That's why you're red and flushed out every day.
Stop allowing auditing and children to be audited. Scientology is a manipulative, mind-controlling cult. Children cannot consent. TRs are a abuse to a child. Forced communication and behavior.
Wake the fuck up! Stop pretending and stop playing dumb. How many kids are in the course room? How many kids are getting audited? How many kids are being sent to the ethics officer? They're all getting abused. What is that guy doing there? Look at that.
Oh, I think they're all. Yeah, they're all. This is public. This is open right now. We could even go in there, but this one's not. This is. Well, it's supposed to be only for the USC, but they're clearly controlling people from coming in. Anyway, but these are all just onlookers. You see, guys?
Scientology's a cult up there in the parking lot. Let's give a thumbs up if you agree. Yup. We got one. What about them over there? No more kids in Scientology? Good.
This is what a child trafficking protector looks like, you guys, just so you can really see what they look like. They look unassuming.
Scientology uses the New Year's event to get all your money and to get more children and more recruitment into Scientology. You are in a manipulative scam. This is not a religion.
Child trafficker!
Child trafficking scam.
Child trafficker wearing a tuxedo right over there.
Probably child donator. Literally, or
Child donator, child trafficker. They donate their kids to
supporting.
this. Let's not forget that the kids only arrive here because parents bring them. The Scientology parents are the who and the why. The Scientology parents are the problem. They're the ones that normalized it all for this to be done on their kids. Even this guy, did he grow up in Scientology?
Yeah.
This one? Yeah. So even him, even this guy right here,
Like he was young.
He was
young, way younger.
his mother was like, oh, come here. Oh, learn this word. Oh, we don't call it rape. We call it out to D.
Adam, what?
Adam, what's your last name?
He almost answered. He almost said, "That's not my name."
That's not my name. That's not my name.
Richards. Adam Richards.
They call him what? Yeah, the
It's okay to
Hamalaya,
not do
Mary
Scientology.
Jolisa.
If you're a student in the area, please let your faculty know you don't want Scientology having their New Year's event every year for the last 50 years here.
Child
No
trafficking
more.
is a
Child
crime.
trafficking cult.
Child trafficking is a criminal
You
act.
support with your money a child trafficking cult. David Miscavige is a fraud.
You
a
are
scammer.
enabling the child trafficking yourselves.
Your money
Child
enabling
trafficking
the
enablers. Child trafficking enablers right here financing the child trafficking. Go and finance the child trafficking.
billion-year contracts for minors is illegal and mean nothing in the real world. The legal system will protect you out here on that.
My sign agrees. Hey, Adam. Adam, did you sign a billion-year contract when you were under 18? Did you sign your Sea Org contract when you were under 18, Adam? Scientology is a manipulative cult. Scientology is a manipulative cult.
Stop
It's
enabling
abusing.
child trafficking. Scientology parents pay for their kids to be trafficked inside the Scientology hotels and commercial buildings. Scientology parents groom their kids to be trafficked. Scientology parents are the who and the why. Scientology parents are delusional as fuck. Scientology parents think that a convicted felon is a god. Scientology parents need a severe reality adjustment. You need a severe reality adjustment.
It's child abuse when they can't think for themselves.
It's called severe reality adjustment. Children are not adults.
Events are recruitment and money recruiting scams.
Phone died. God.
Child trafficking is a criminal act. That's the withhold that you all need to start writing right now, Scientology parents. Start writing your withholds of trafficking your kids. Go grab the law, not the ethics book from convicted felon L. Ron Hubbard. Go grab a real legal document and start naming time planes from an event of every criminal act you've committed against a child. Every single criminal act you committed against a child, you need to write down. Oh, look at this one here.
Good to see you.
When did I see you?
I met you when I was doing the perf this time last year and stuff.
Oh my God, that's why you were walking in all like I have my tickets.
I met
Get
you.
out of my face. No, with them. That's what I was saying. With them. You were like, I have my tickets. I met you a year ago and you were like, I know, but this helped me and da 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 da. You were telling me something very personal, right?
Yes, and you told me about your dad.
Yes, that's why we're here, because I literally was here a year ago, and I was yelling, and he would ignore me. I was screaming, I was like, Dad, and he had to keep pushing the cart. This is where I saw him. This is literally, and look
And
what
of
they
course-
did now. Look what they did. You know why they have all this up? Because of the protesters. This is why. They never want that to happen. They never wanted a daughter to see her dad, and then let the world see it as well. And then him to just keep going. This is what we're all about. David Miscavige is a fraud. Did you see how he was talking tonight? Did you go in? Did you? Thank you. Thank you. That was very sweet. Wow. Thank you. I thought they got you, and you're not gonna have a soul, a sense anymore. I know. You're so sweet, and I love your blonde hair.
My course is very soon. I know you're a singer and I follow you on Instagram and
Yes.
stuff.
You're amazing.
I'm not doing so well. I'm taking classes at the Musicians Institute. It's like a foreign language to me and stuff.
Okay.
I got an A- in one course, a B+ in another one, and a fantastic. If I don't ace my finals, I run risk to losing my scholarships.
Okay.
I wish I had the gift of the universal language like you did.
Yeah. So one day at a time. One day at a time.
Look what I have in my pocket. An unreal bomb. Okay. Well, reach out to me so I can get that to you so you have it, okay?
So you're student president, you don't want any more Scientology hands here.
You like it? You gotta spread your legs apart.
See? That was real love, guys. Somebody who said, you know, they helped me in this way, so I'm doing this, but he remembered me. It's okay, get your TRs in. I look like my mom.
No more elder abuse in Scientology. You don't need 3 grams of niacin a day. That's why you
But I feel like she would have been more fun. Didn't know you were going to be here. She looked like she had 2. I need to start off my life. Remember that was the guy that I saved that I talked to a year ago. Yeah. And you're nice, so you're very, yeah, because
You cannot leave. You are not free. Freeloader status is allowed. You can leave Scientology whenever you want.
I said, oh, good. He said,
There are
oh, good. But I said,
resources
oh,
on
I
your
said,
phone
was
to
that
help
the
you.
cast that fixed your arm, or was that auditing? And I was trying to make him answer me. I'm like, so tell me. I just was like, was it the cast that fixed the bone, or was it the touch assist and the nerve assist? Does it end my stream when my battery dies?
Sometimes they.
On YouTube?
Sometimes if you jump on it really quick.
Only on StreamYard, right?
I don't know.
No, on the YouTube.
Let's see. Do you want to resume? Yes. OMG, guys, my phone died.
It's definitely better.
Oh no, please.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah. Did you put a filter on there? Or is that just you? I like the color. The color is beautiful.
The guy was talking.
Well, look at this guy.
Sir,
This is
you were next to me, right? Did you get what he said?
Hey, tell your friend David Sanchez.
Look at this guy, you guys. It's so beautiful in the background. And you guys look at Serge's color on his. Isn't that so beautiful? Beautiful shot.
Scientology is a scam. Stop spending your money. Scientology is a scam.
Sanchez, you are not
So
reformed.
when you put it in?
You are still a bug. You send your dudes after protesters. How weak are you? After your own people. You are not reformed. You are still a bug.
This guy is
Scientology is a human trafficking organization. It is a scam, David Sanchez. You will be exposed. Loser.
David Sanchez, you are stuck. You are not reformed.
Wrong company. People, you fucking drug scammers. Scientology is a recruit scam.
And he said that it wasn't Scientology, but another organization like Scientology. Went to him and says, you want to
Scientology is a scam. David the Scavenge is a fraud. L. Ron Hubbard is a fraud. Loud and clear, Adam, huh? That's some Tone 40 TRs right there. Trained in me since childhood, or not so childhood.
50-foot TRs. That's what it's called.
David the Scavenge.
We would literally be like this and read Alice in Wonderland to each other. Lines from Alice in Wonderland. We have to get it all the way over there.
That's, yeah.
Where recruitment numbers are going down.
50-foot
Literally there.
Hey
Like all the way.
guys, hi.
Or
You didn't hear shit tonight, David.
about like that.
Shit was that scary.
No, it's like this.
It's a Cheshire cat.
It's a Cheshire cat. Look, I didn't hear you. Start.
It's a Cheshire cat.
Oh my God, I'm so glad that you got it. You know, I just,
You're yelling. And
I was
you're not
excited to
getting your
include
comma
a
across.
t-shirt,
Stop.
you know, and
Scientology and David Miscavige.
it's exciting. Yeah, you know what? Once again, you guys, so your Frenchie's on the No More Drama. It's crazy how it works. I mean, people always ask me like, how does it work? And I'm like, it's herbal and it works from the inside out.
A religious status.
And it's so beautiful because like once you get it, it's like you now have a tool. So, let's see here. So Lisa, you now have a tool for your toolbox for your pet. And one that you want to get is poo-poo problems. You want to have poo-poo problems in your cabinet for your pet because if they get diarrhea, you want to be able to like run to your bathroom and get it out and give it to them because poo-poo problems is it's such a blessing to have at home versus if something comes up and you're running to go find something in the streets, you know, at a store or something like that, like pumpkin or something like that, you're going to be running around and your poor little dog's going to be left behind, and what are they going to be doing, you know? So you want to stop it as...
You're not free if you're a slave. You cannot buy your way to freedom if you're being enslaved. So think about that for a minute. What type of freedom are you really getting if you are already a slave? The casino is rigged. The house always wins and you always lose, but you're too stupid and you tell yourself, oh, I just had another win. I'm really winning here. Stop winning with stupid things from a convicted felon.
David Miscavige is a fraud. L. Ron Hubbard is a scam artist. That means Scientology is a scam, fraudulent organization. You are not going to take over the world. You will not clear the fucking planet. Ever. You're full of shit and you lie to yourself every fucking day. You know you don't want to be in the Sea Org. Look at them shuffling out their busloads and
Shuffle it out. Look special. It even says special delivery. Look at that. Oh. Shuffle your child trafficking right there. That's how they were child trafficking us. Those were the buses that were child trafficking us in. They told us, oh, these are very good buses, you guys. We're going to keep you very secure away from the picketers. You don't want to hear what the picketers want to say to you. You really don't want to say that.
The Sea Org and David Miscavige is a scam.
Child trafficking bus. Child trafficking bus. Protected by the LAPD. Protected by the LAPD. And there's another kid right there. Another kid. Another kid. Two of them.
No more kids in Scientology!
Children cannot consent to Scientology. Children cannot consent to Scientology. Stop playing dumb. Stop playing dumb and stop trafficking kids.
I love that, Chewy. Yeah, definitely.
I've been on.
If you leave me a message.
Excuse me. Hi. Everybody see?
But, yeah, she offers classes and the training. And the best part is, like, you guys must be yeah, I love the truth. So
The organization is a cult. It's okay to leave the Sea Org. David Miscavige is a fraud. If you can't, if you have to ask to leave, you are not free. Scientology is a scam. Look up child abuse Scientology on the internet.
Bye, you guys. Have a good night.
Bye.
No more kids in Scientology.
oh, look at you. Yeah, go ahead. Drop the link for it. Love it. Thank you. No, over here. Scientology guy.
Oh, I don't know.
We see him at Blue all the time. He's a really nice one. I was gonna go over and say hi.
No. Stay away, baby. You're pressed. You're not here to look pressed.
I was talking to that one little girl at the end down there, and I told her, she goes, oh, you're press? I said, yeah, I do investigations and we do advocacy for kids and we do this and so we have she goes, what's the name of your press company? And I told her, and she's like, oh my God, that's the coolest company. Isn't that funny how it just fell into our little lap?
And that's what I'm saying is like, I mean, now that you did get the domain name, it's like that's, I wanted to pay for
Oh, that's perfect there. That's perfect. You do your blog there.
just put all of it like that.
I mean, I'm okay. If you want to go, we can go. I'm okay.
Yeah, let's go to Kentucky.
All right, that's it.
Scientology is a school. They live here. They're getting education. You didn't even give them a notice.
Do you want to say bye?
So glad I brought my
Are you guys gonna go around that way to see?
Yeah, I know all the videos that are there. Our live videos that we've done here on YouTube. This was before YouTube was done. All of those were done at a platform called
David Miscavige is a fraud. He is a con artist.
And
Scientology is a
I jumped on
cult.
it. I thought I was going to get on there for design, and I ended up doing the ads. I'm going to say
David
goodbye to Laura
Miscavige
real
is a
quick, and I'll be
paranoid
back.
psychotic narcissist. His days are outnumbered. He will go to prison.
I think I worked some of
No more children in Scientology.
Maybe it'll be an insane.
Wearing a gown doesn't make you not a child trafficking enabler. The gown doesn't hide it.
So beautiful to see these people out here doing this, you guys. I love this. Let me say goodbye.
Bye, Ash.
Bye, sir. Good night. Thank you for coming out here.
Thank you.
David Miscavige is
Yeah,
a
so those
fraud.
videos. So the videos that are on the Pet's Journey, those are a collection of some of the shows.
Thank you,
I have
guys.
probably, I want to say I definitely have over 100 shows recorded that I can upload. And
This was good to do because I had not made it to this protest last
those you don't see
year, and like I said at the beginning of this live, this is where the crime took place. This is the origination of the criminal act of me being trafficked into the United States, into a Scientology hotel, to be abused, to be put to do Scientology, and that's why we're here. How many decades later, having unraveled the type of scam and disgusting abuse that was normalized. Are we here? Is it?
Yeah, I think I'm there now.
So it's good to come to where it all started, because I remember October 8th. October 8th, where the IES, where, you know, David Miscavige was yelling, the war is over, but
So
that's when David Miscavige declared war on all the kids that they went around recruiting, entitling themselves to. They were recruiting kids in droves. Every week they were obsessed with recruiting more kids. Every week they were graphing it. They were putting on a graph, and they were getting incentivized. They were getting rewarded. The more kids they recruited, the more days off they were getting, the more bonuses. They were paying $50 a kid, $100 a kid. They would have every week, Debbie Cook would come up with a new scheme. Oh, whoever wants to recruit a child this week, we're gonna give you $100. It's gonna be your recruitment bonus. We're gonna put it in your pay. So who doesn't wanna get $100 extra when they're only getting paid $50? So go out and have conversations with kids and tell them how they're going to save a world here and how this is a very amazing hotel that they really need to be a part of. And that many are called and few are chosen. So aren't you so special to be talked to by us inside of this hotel? Don't you want to be part of this billion-year contract? You can consent to it. You're an adult in a small body, but you know, who gives an F? And you guys saw that the problem is alive and well as a woman is seen carrying literally a baby carriage full, like with 2 kids in it, it seemed like. And to think, damn, my mom was pulling me in a carriage into this organization on a daily basis as I was left at the top of this floor where they were just dumping all their kids. The Scientology parents became cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And it is a disgrace. It is disgusting. It is unthinkable that a parent could have their entire maternal and paternal instincts completely turn against them. That's the problem with the Scientology parents. Their paternal instincts are working in reverse. Instead of going like, oh, I really need to make sure my child survives well, they go, how do I make it very hard for my child to survive? And if they really are very tough, then I'm doing them a favor. And that is disgusting. That is indefensible. Like none of these adults can be pushing their little adult only at best game. That's what we've said. No more kids in Scientology. That's what the thumbnail is. No more kids in Scientology. If you're a grown-ass adult and you want to be there and you don't want to be told that it's disgusting, then you know what? Suit yourself. No one gives an F. You can stay there. You can be abused. You can participate in the abuse. Abuse yourselves all day and all night. See if we give an F. You do not have the right to bring a child to your disgusting thing. That's what all these Scientology adults need to wake up and realize real quick. So all that needs to happen is all the kids that you guys saw coming out, being brought to the events by the parents, come to the event. You're really going to learn a lot. And we were just being mixed and mingled with the adults. So there were no common sense boundaries. You were told that everyone inside of this event is your friend, is amazing, is wonderful, is an OT8, is an OT5, is an else completion, is all this bullshit labels that as kids we thought, oh, they must be really great. So when they start abusing you as a child, you're like, well, an OT8's not going to be really abusing me because they're very, very advanced, so it must not be abused. Oh, they have affinity for me. So there you go with all the reframing of all the words. Oh, now it's not being called what they're doing. They're always calling it something else. And as long as there's a hotel or commercial buildings where adults can reframe all the language, you know what? Those kids need a lot of help, and those kids need a lot of advocacy, and people in this city of Los Angeles really need to stop playing dumb. And you saw the LAPD being all about everything, and you know, we see it over and over and over again, how the stench of this shit has permeated this corrupt city so deeply that they're doing work for a literal gang that the only reason they're not being called a gang is because the IRS said that a convicted felon was an American-born god. So if any of you can make sense of that, that would be great, because as of this year 2024, we're going into this next year, 2025, as if it hasn't been how many decades now? 1993, 2003, 2013, 2023. Yeah, you know, Just 32 years of the scam. So imagine the type of stench at the IRS walls for them to go, oh yeah, but we gave them this exemption 30 years ago, so I guess we didn't make a mistake. Well, you know what, IRS? Think again. Because as of today, as of the year 2025, we're telling the IRS commissioner, you didn't make a mistake to be part of a racketeering criminal conspiracy. And now the IRS is implicating and giving all the tax write-offs to all the self-admitted felons that L. Ron Hubbard said to float away their felonies. Because we need to start understanding right now why self-admitted felons are being given a free pass and a floating needle inside of these hotels as they admit to abuse a child. So no more kids in Scientology, you guys. Thank you for all the support you've given us this year. There's been so much that we're working on and we're going to be coming with. So stay tuned. Help us support this movement because all that needs to happen is that no more kids get exposed to this. It's very simple and it's about time that it gets actually accomplished because a bunch of people are playing dumb and everybody needs to stop playing dumb. That is the message going forward into 2025. Thank you guys so much. Ciao, ciao.